So I was thinking about warfare, how warfare is part collective and it's part private, right? Because when you think about lions and zebras, the lions are a collective, the zebras are a collective. But then it comes down to, like in the picture, private, like a 1v1. Sometimes it's 5-on-1, where the one is just them versus their enemy, or the predator just against their prey. And so lions, they hunt in packs. Their goal is to isolate, decimate, and they have no sympathy. There is nothing the zebra can say to stop the lion from trying to kill it. There is nothing you can say to the devil from the devil not wanting to destroy you. The only way they understand is via force. And the lions, they strategize. You can see how this lion is focused on its prey. It's seeing, where is the zebra? Where is it going? How far am I away? How can I block off its route? You can see it's even angling its body to stop the zebra from escaping. And so when I was just thinking about this, I was thinking about the scripture. We go from 1 Peter. It says, humble yourselves under the mighty hand of the Most High, because we do not save ourselves. We don't come in our own name. Our own name is not enough to fight the flesh and fight the wickedness of this world. And we need to cast our worries on him. You see, the lion is trying to get you to worry, trying to get you to panic. Adrenaline, run, go here, go there, react to me. I'm the one dictating the moves, right? But at the same time, we need to be sober. What does it mean to be sober? It means that we're not intoxicated by fear, by vices, and that we can able to see clearly. Watch. We need to have our eyes open. If we go back to that picture, the zebra's not watching. The zebra is not vigilant. It can't even see where the lion is coming from. And that's the goal of the enemy. And what does it say? It goes about like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Is this lion not seeking to devour? And you think about roaring, right? It's a sound. You can't always see where the sound comes from. You can detect where the sound is coming from and you try to act accordingly, but this is a tool of the enemy, a tool of destruction. Because the lion can roar from over here, but attack from another way. It can roar to lead you to somewhere. And this is why we need to be watching. We can't just be using our ears. We can't just be using our reflexes. We need to be sober. Our mind needs to be clear to be able to look past the deceptions, past the roaring, and actually see where the lion is. And so we have to rest in our firm belief. And we know that these same hardships are experienced by your brotherhood in the world. So that it's not just to us. Like the devil is trying to destroy everybody. All the brotherhood in the faith, every person he's trying to destroy. Different traps for different people, but he's just trying to destroy. And as we go forward, you can see, study. Predators put effort, time, and resources into studying us. You can see how the lion is taking its time, it's watching. It's low, trying to keep out of sight of the prey. So the prey is not even aware when the lion is going to attack. And so the lion wants it on his terms. I'll attack you when I'm ready. The same as the enemy. He's not going to attack you when you're ready. He's going to attack you when he is ready, when he thinks he has the upper hand. If you go back to the first picture, the lion has the upper hand. The lion is in the blind spot. The lion's on the move. His body is tense. The muscles are ready for attacking. It is the zebra who has to react to the start already of the lion, right? The lion can see ahead what he wants to do, but also can try to calculate what the zebra would like to do. And as we go forward, what do we see? This is what they want us. Running, afraid, not being able to see where we can go. And we feel like we have support in the wider herd, which we can do. But if we are just reacting, we don't have a means of defense, except for just do not be caught. And we think about war like sports, like chess. But the thing about sports, about chess, is that they have a defined edge. They have their rules. There are certain ways you can act and ways that you can't. And it's obvious when someone makes a move or they don't make a move. Whereas in warfare, it's not always obvious. It's not always clear. Rules can be broken, lines can be crossed. And this is what we need to understand when we go into spiritual warfare. That the enemy isn't fighting fair and he isn't going to give us the heads up about what he plans to do against us. And you can see that the lions are working together. They know it's them versus you. They know that they rely upon you. And this is the thing about being in a reactive state. We don't know the plans of the enemy. We're not being sober. We're not watching. We're not understanding. We're not thinking what the enemy wants to do against us to protect ourselves. And we see this in the areas of like finance, where once we have issues with finances, then we want to be financially responsible. We see this with the issues of like a marriage. Once we have issues, now I want to be connected to counseling and I want to read books, I want to study. Same with health. Now you have problems with your health. Now you want to be exercising and eating correctly. But these are reactive. We want to be proactive. We want to take the fight back to the enemy. And you can see that the lions are sharing notes. They're looking, how can we benefit? How can we go against the prey? How do we make it easier for ourselves? You see that, look how many eyes are there. Look how they're going in formation. They're not attacking and walking around randomly. This is orchestrated. This is organized. But when we're reactive, we're not organized. We're not orchestrated. We're not planning. That's where the enemy wants us. And you can see, even though there's many of them, the lions are still brave enough to come against us because they believe with their tactics that they can be able to win. But we say back in Peter, they're seeking to devour. They have one aligned goal. So it's very clear for them what they need to do. And so their goal is, how do I do it? How do I exploit the weaknesses of the enemy? What are patterns have I seen of how they move, how they operate? Can I see where is the weak spots? Can I see the mother and the young? Can I maybe target target the young so the mother would want to attack and now I can attack the mother? 2 for 1. This is how the enemy is thinking. But when we just reacted, we're not prepared for these kind of strategies. And you can see, look at them circling the prey. They all are in unison, in sync. They all have the same thoughts and minds. Whereas us, as believers, when we're reactive, we're not of the same mind. We're just of, I just don't want to be attacked. I just don't want to be eaten. Rather than a real strategy of defense, how can we work together to stop the enemy crouching on us? How can we push the enemy back? Because the enemy knows lazy predators die, foolish predators starve, and they have no alternate means of sustenance. The enemy relies on us for their joy, their anger, their disdain. And so when we give it to them, they're joyful, but when we stop, they have to flee. We have to resist the devil for him to flee. And look, that's the goal. How many lions were in the picture? We got, what we can see, that's like over 7 to 1 beast. That's their goal, to hunt in packs, to overwhelm you. Sickness, health, money, mental, your spirit, your time. They just want to overload you to wear you down. So even though you could be this strong warrior, you're weighed down by life and by the numerous foes that you have to fight, that you're overwhelmed, you get exhausted, and then they can pounce. And you can see, this is where they don't want to be. Exposed. Look at them. 1 versus how many wildebeest. This is where they don't want to be. This is where they don't want you to see. This is why they don't want you to be prepared for offense. Now, this lion is not going to fight. This lion is going to run. And we see in the next slide, look what happens. How it's easily toppled and easily taken down. And that's why the predator uses different tactics. Because if it comes head on like this, it will destroy it, it will get thrown down. When we call upon the name of the Most High against the devil, he has to flee. When we're living a righteous life, he can't entice us into sin, into temptation. And so, let's think about spiritual warfare in a different way. Let's not be a prey. Let's be an opposing force.